They say that Venezuelan cuisine is a journey of aromas, colors, and flavors that tell stories, and few foods represent this as well as cachapa. That mixture of tender, sweet corn, browned on the budare, with fresh cheese that melts in the heat. A dish that has been on Venezuelan tables for centuries and today remains a symbol of unity, tradition, and resilience. In this place, amid the hustle and bustle of the city, we find a small stall that has become a must-visit for those seeking authentic flavors. The Cachapas stall, run by Alejandra and her mother, Carolina, mother and daughter who, with their own hands, patience, and love, have managed to build much more than a business, a shared dream. Cachapa is not new to Venezuela. Its origins date back to pre-Columbian times, when indigenous peoples already prepared a kind of cake made from freshly ground corn. Over time, the recipe evolved, adapting to the hands of the peasants who cooked it on wood-burning stoves, and later to the iron budares that still keep this tradition alive today. That's why eating cachapa is like taking a bite out of history, a legacy that has been passed down from generation to generation. Alejandra grew up watching her mother in the kitchen, preparing family recipes, inventing, mixing flavors. From a young age, she dreamed of starting her own business, but it wasn't easy. There were days of uncertainty, of doubts, of not knowing how to move forward. However, what never failed was her faith in honest work and in the power of corn. Carolina, her mother, was the first to say, "Let's try this together." And that's how this cachapa stand was born. A simple table, a hot griddle, a small refrigerator with fresh cheese and butter, and the rest was just putting love into every preparation. Success did not come overnight. At first, few customers stopped by, some out of curiosity, others on a whim. But one taste of Alejandra and Carolina's cachapa was enough to make them want to come back. Because it's not just the corn they grate with care, or the cheese they select carefully, but the affection with which they serve each person. Here, you're not just another customer. Here, you're like family. Over time, the stall began to grow. Word spread throughout the neighborhood, and then visitors from other parts of the city began to arrive. And while Carolina's hands turned the cachapa on the budare, Alejandra's hands served with a smile that said it all, that the effort was worth it.
Bueno, la idea surgió a través de la pandemia. La pandemia nos impulsa a nosotros a terminar de finalizar el negocio porque ya el negocio estaba planeado, más no había una, digamos que no estaba en pie el proceso del emprendimiento. Luego de que surge la pandemia, nos vemos no obligadas, nos vemos impulsadas a formar el negocio ya físicamente para luego emprender con las cachapas. Costó un poquito agarrar la clientela porque nosotros llevamos 4 años aquí. O sea, 4 años llevando sol, 4 años llevando lluvia, estar aquí No ha sido difícil, pero tampoco ha sido súper facilito porque estar constantemente aquí trabajando, estar echándole pichón, teniendo la motivación todos los días, despertándote diciendo yo voy a vender hoy, porque así como ustedes nos ven hoy que estuvimos full, que trabajamos, eso, hay otros días que también son un poco más lentos, no hay movilidad de gente y pues estamos un poco sentados, pero hay veces que estamos como hoy atareados, que entregamos aquí, hacemos allá, vente para acá y pues bueno, nos gusta más trabajar aquí porque tú compartes, socializas, relacionas con muchos clientes con los cuales también te impulsan a ti a ser mejor persona. El negocio viene fundado por mi mamá y por mí porque no es el primer negocio que tenemos. Tuvimos un negocio de arepa, el cual nosotras acondicionamos este mismo carrito a hacer arepas. Vendíamos arepas con chicharrón, con perico, con queso, con agua popitona, con lo que se nos viniera a la cabeza los hacíamos. Luego que se nos presenta la pandemia, que es un poquito más difícil, un poquito que donde era, no sé qué más, nos dan la oportunidad y nos brindan ese apoyo de trabajar aquí.
The beauty of this story is that behind every cachapa there are hours of invisible work. Early mornings to prepare the mixture, trips to the market to get the freshest corn, sacrifices, and difficult decisions. But all of that turns into satisfaction when someone takes that first bite, tastes the sweetness of the corn mixed with creamy cheese, and smiles. Cachapa is more than just food. It is part of Venezuelan identity, a dish that brings families together, evokes memories of rural life, and represents the warmth of this country. And at Alejandra and Carolina's stand, every cachapa embodies that essence. Today, mother and daughter not only sell a traditional dish, they share a little piece of Venezuela, a tradition that refuses to disappear. And they do so with the conviction that dreams, no matter how small they may seem, are built little by little, with perseverance and love.